Hi everyone, Tim the Plane Man here with breaking news special edition, the Canadian Model Aircraft Association MAAC Exemption from Canadian aviation regulations is over. It's done. We just got the notification from the MAAC executive. It's not secret. There's no caveat or anything in the letter that says we're not allowed to publish it or talk about it anymore. It's out there. This is huge. The MAAC no longer has an exemption from Canadian Aviation Regulations Part 9 that enabled MAAC members to fly under MAAC rules. Now there's no such thing as MAAC rules. We all, drone pilots, RC pilots, control line pilots, all fly under Canadian Aviation Regulations Part 9. There's no difference between a drone and an RC plane. They are all RPAS, remotely piloted aircraft systems, and the rules apply equally to everything that flies with a remote pilot. Interestingly, that includes control line flight. So here's my Transport Canada basic RPAS certificate. According to this certificate, and yes, I also have an advanced certificate, but let's talk about the basic because that is pretty much what every current MAAC member is going to have to get in order to be able to fly their RC plane starting pretty much now. I can only fly in uncontrolled airspace up to 400 feet within visual line of sight and not within 30 meters of people. And every RPAS, every RC plane must be registered if it's more than 250 grams all up weight. That's it. Very crisp, very clear, very simple. There's no more special rules for flying at some MAAC clubs where, for example, they may have had an exemption to fly up to 700 feet or 1200 feet for soaring or gliding or riding thermals. There's no special limit of 32 kilograms for planes. RC planes flying at MAAC fields have to be any RPAS. Flying anywhere under a basic or advanced certificate is limited to 25 kilograms. It's a huge plane. I don't know. It probably have to be a pretty large jet to hit that limit, but you know, there you go. There it is. And apart from bulk insurance, I'm kind of wondering, it's not really clear to me what the advantages of having a site operating certificate from MAAC for a flying field even means. Every pilot has to have a basic certificate, at least, from Transport Canada, and fly under Part 9, which you have to do anyway. The only benefit of having a MAAC field or club or field now is to have a reserved kind of area where you can take off and land. Now that's a good thing, but you know, there's nothing special about it now, because as long as you can take off and land and you have permission to do that, you can fly uncontrolled airspace anywhere in this country under Part 9. And so having a site operating certificate from MAAC, I don't know, what does it do for you exactly? Well, we shall see. The other benefit is probably the bulk insurance, the MAAC bulk insurance, but you don't have to have membership at a MAAC club to have MAAC insurance. You can have a MAAC membership, and I have one of those, and with your MAAC membership you get MAAC insurance, and as long as you follow MAAC rules, you can fly, as far as I understand it, anywhere, not necessarily limited to MAAC fields, and be covered by MAAC insurance. So that was how it used to be. It's probably like that now, right? So what does this mean for your MAAC club? Well, as I read it, and I've read the whole letter, any Canadian RC flying club in uncontrolled airspace could start flying tomorrow. As long as the pilots have their basic RPAS certificates and pay $5 to Transport Canada to register each RPAS, each plane, and as long as they follow the rules, it doesn't seem to me there's any approval required from MAAC to do this if you're already in compliance with Transport Canada, Canadian Aviation Regulations, Part 9. All in all, the whole landscape's changed. What it does mean specifically, well, we shall see, but I think there's going to be a lot of people getting their RPAS, Transport Canada Basic RPAS pilot certificate, and potentially maybe there's people who will stop flying their planes. We shall see. Tim the Plane Man, over and out.